Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me keep on running. Toes they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in.
Welcome to another episode of BWT. Today we got the trade deadline special. Man, let's talk about this first one. Justin Verlander going back to Houston. Come on. He takes like a 3-4 month vacation to New York, and then he goes right back. The Mets are sending him over and about $54 million to the Astros to help them pay for his contract. And the Astros are sending over Drew Gilbert and Ryan Clifford. Pull up Ryan Clifford real quick. His stats. He is an outfielder. He was their fourth prospect in their organization. He was drafted in 2022 in the 11th round, 6'3". Nothing too crazy about him. And Drew Gilbert is another outfielder. He is in Double-A, 5'9", 195 pounds. Another lefty bat. Clifford is in High A right now, so I don't see these guys making an appearance in the major leagues for 3, maybe 4 years. So, I mean, the Astros win this trade, no doubt about it. They're getting a key, my guy Dave. They're getting a key starter back in their rotation to help them out in this AL West that everybody thought, except for Carl. Shout out to Carl. Carl had the Rangers winning the division, and right now, and right now it's looking like it. So the Astros saw what the Rangers did in the first half of the season, and they felt like they had to go get him. So the Astros are 60-47 this year, they are half a game back in the AL West right now. So that's going to get tight. That's going to be fun to watch down the stretch. The Blue Jays send over they get Paul DeJong. He's hitting .233, 13 home runs and 32 RBIs. And the Cardinals get Matt Swanson, minor leaguer. The reason why they made this trade, not Jay Hay. Awful. I like that dude. He's a good player. But the reason why the Blue Jays made this trade was last night, Bo Bichette hit a ball down the right field line, and he took a hard turn around first, and when he put the brakes on. He came up holding his right knee. Um, right now he's day to day. They don't really have nothing crazy on him. No reports. So hopefully he comes back because that's one of my favorite players in the league, and I'd never want to see guys like that go out on injuries. The Phillies get Michael Lorenzen, and the Tigers. Yeah, Dave, I was just talking about that earlier, man. That was crazy. Well, like the Dodgers are in contention to possibly make a deep run in this thing. I don't know why he doesn't want to go play in LA. Maybe it was because of that World Series that they played, Red Sox Dodgers. Maybe something happened in between that time, but I mean, if I was him, I would have waived the no trade clause because Detroit. I'm sorry, Carl, but they're not doing anything. Braves. Yeah, speaking of the Braves, they pick up reliever Brad Hand from the Rockies, and they send over Alec Berger, which is a minor leaguer. So that helps out their bullpen. What's good, Coach? How we doing? And then the Padres, they get G-Man Choi and Rich Hill. Rich Hill is the oldest player in the MLB at 43 years old, and this is now his 13th team in the league. So he's a journeyman. And the Pirates get Jackson Wolf, Estuar Suero, and Alfonso Rivas. The Brewers, they get Andrew Chaffin, and the Diamondbacks get Peter Streletsky. Yankees and Cubs, that's a funny mixture, Coach. That's a funny mixture. And then we got the Royals getting Tucker Davidson from the Angels, and the Angels are just sending over some cash. So they just really wanted to get rid of him because they didn't see him fitting in with their culture or anything like that. And the Marlins get right-handed slugger Jake Burger for Jake Eder. Jake Eder goes over to the Cubs. To the White Sox. Let's see here. Those are really all the trades that have happened so far. The one that really gets my attention is obviously that that trade with the Astros. The reason why no, we love Yankee talk here. We love Yankee talk. We don't like your team. All right, Dave. The Astros, man, they've been there consistently for about 5-6 years. Dusty Baker is an incredible manager. They swept the Yankees last year, and with the Yankees not making any moves yet, hopefully something happens because the Yankees need a catcher, a left fielder, and possibly a left-handed bat if we can get some. Speaking of other team needs, I feel like the Dodgers need another starting pitcher. The Reds can use the starting pitcher. The Phillies can use a left fielder because right now they have Kyle Schwarber, and he's not it defensively. He can hit, but he's not the answer defensively. I feel like the Twins can get a right-handed bat. The Astros, I see them making one more move for a center fielder. I don't know who exactly, but their center fielder, I believe, is Jake Marisnick. He's average at best. So I see them trying to upgrade that position. And the Rays need some relief help. And the Orioles, man, they need some help in the starting rotation. Right now they are in first place in the AL East, but they're pitching with they have Kramer, Grayson Rodriguez, who just came back, and he pitched very well against the Yankees the other day, going head to head against Cole. They both threw 7 innings, no runs. That game was very fun to watch. But yeah, now we're just what we got? Joe, shout out to Joe. He said we got a super chat. Shout out to the #1 baseball show in the world. Teddy's a baseball guru. Hashtag R2L. Hashtag BWT. Hashtag Nats make a trade. Appreciate you, Joe. They did make a trade yesterday. They traded away Jamer Candelario and got some prospects. So maybe you'll see them in the future. But you traded away your best offensive piece.
Bruh.
To Cubs. Yeah. D-backs again. Yep. Talked about that. I really hoped the Yankees would hop on somebody, man. It's really annoying how Cashman is just sitting back, letting everything just man. It's really frustrating. Cashman needs to figure it out. I don't know. People are saying that the Yankees are going to be sellers with a couple people that they have going into free agency with Harrison Bader and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa has been one of the most consistent guys in this lineup for this season, obviously other than Judge. And then Torres has also been very consistent. Dave. Oh man, they've gone crazy right now. So let's go with a quick recap of last night's games until we get some more news on what's going on. Rich Hill, I already talked about him. He has a 4.67 ERA. I don't know how good that's going to do in San Diego. I mean, they're 5 games behind in the final wild card spot. So, and they have a 34.6 chance of getting into the MLB playoffs. So, I mean, there's a chance, I guess. So, I guess they got to push forward to see what they can get out of that team that they just spent so much money on with Xander Bogaerts, Juan Soto, Tatis, all those guys. Gary Sanchez. I mean, he really wasn't worth much, but he's actually had a resurgence after getting released by the Yankees. Well, traded by the Yankees and then released by the Twins. So yesterday we had the Rays beat the Yankees 5-1. Tyler Glasnow got the win. He's 5-3 with a 3.15 ERA, and Johnny Brito got the loss. He's 4-5 with a 5.17 ERA. The Phillies beat the Marlins 4-2 last night. Taijuan Walker got the win, giving him a record of 12-4 with a 3.99 ERA. And Tanner Scott got the loss. He's 4-4 with a 3.02 ERA. and Craig Kimbrell got the save for his 18th of the season. The Brewers lose to the Nationals 5-3. Weems got Weems got the win for the Nationals, giving him a record of 2-0 with a 3.10 ERA. And Peguero got the loss for the Brewers, 2-4 on the season with a 3.80 ERA. And Finnegan got the save for the Nats. Then we had the Orioles beating the Blue Jays 4-2. Kyle Gibson got the win, making him 10-6 on the season with a 4.53 ERA. Chris Bassett got the loss, giving him a record of 10-6 with a 4.00 ERA. And the save was made by Felix Bautista, 29th of the season. The Angels beat the Braves 4-1. Silseth got the win, going 3-1 on the season. Charlie Morton got the loss, making him 10-9 on the season with a 3.62 ERA. And Lopez got the save for the Angels for his 5th of the season. We got the Reds going up on top of the Cubs yesterday, 6-5. Farmer got the win for the Reds, giving him a record of 3-4, the 3.59 ERA. And Stroman, who has fallen off a cliff these last couple of starts, he's got a 9 ERA in his previous starts. For the Cubs, they could have been sellers, and they could have got a lot for him if they would have sold him before he started slumping. But now, I don't think they're going to be able to. Well, they become buyers, I mean, with that tight NL Central and the NL wild card, they're going to need him to pick it up so that they can at least have a chance. And Alexis Diaz got the save for his 32nd of the season. The Astros beat the Guardians 7-3. France got the win, giving him a record of 7-3, going with a 2.85 ERA. Morgan got the loss, 4-2, with a 3.3 ERA on the season. And Presley got the save for his 25th of the season. The Padres lost last night to the Rockies, 4-3. Hand got the win. He goes 3-1 with a 4.5 ERA. And Martinez got the loss, giving him a record of 4-4 with a 3.93 ERA. The Red Sox lose to the Mariners last night. Matt Brash gets the win, going 6-3 with a 3.43 ERA. And Nick Pivetta got the loss with a record of 7-6 with a 4.08 ERA. And for the last game of the night, the Diamondbacks come out on top against the Giants 4-3. Ginkel got the win, making him 5-0 on the season with a 2.18 ERA. Tyler Rogers got the loss, making his record 5-4 with a 2.65 ERA. And that is that for the action last night. Let's preview some action tonight, and let's try to predict some winners tonight. Let's see what we got. So the Yankees are going against the Rays tonight. They got Carlos Rodon going up against Zach Eflin. Zach Eflin is 11-6 with a 3.64 ERA, and Carlos Rodon is 1-3 with a 5.75 ERA. I hope the Yankees can win this game, but I'm being real, and I don't think they will because the Rays are a righty-heavy lineup, and with the ball coming from the left side, it's going right into their zone. So they got the advantage the whole night. So it hurts my heart, but I'm gonna have to go with the Rays tonight. Yeah, yep. The Yankees. He's just not doing well. He had a good start his last one, but he just hasn't been that big contract guy that we went out and signed. He did get hurt in the beginning. He didn't make his debut until like a month ago. So that's that. The Phillies are going up against the Marlins. We got Suarez against Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara is 4-9 with a 4.46 ERA. And Suarez is 2-5 with a 4.22 ERA. That game, I'm going to have to go with... I'm going to have to ride the wave with the Marlins. Alcantara's coming off a good start. This is a division game. I see him pitching well again and giving them a good chance to win. They got the Tigers against the Pirates. Yeah. I mean, especially with Josh Donaldson. They said that he was on the 60-day IL, and then yesterday he was seen taking BP. Like, can we just not put him in the lineup? Can he just go home for the rest of the season and just not play at all? But, I mean, this guy, Boone, something else. And the Yankees are the only team not to be involved in a trade this year. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing?
Bruh.
Yeah. It stresses me out. Yeah, that's about how I feel with the Yankees this year. They stress me out, man. If you guys are in the baseball chat, you guys know, you guys get the unfiltered version. But onto the Tigers and the Pirates. You got Matt Manning starting for Detroit. He's 3-2 on the season. He's got a 4.32 ERA, and Jacob Oviedo is going for the Pirates. He's 4-11 with a 4.6 ERA. They both have the same record team-wise. I'm going to have to go with the Tigers to win tonight against the Pirates. Hey, but you guys are right there. You guys are right there, so I know you guys probably feel the same way. But this dude, Boone, man. Going back to the Yankees, the Yankees are 24-30 when Judge doesn't play, and when he plays, he's 31-21. That's this season. He's a big part of the offense. I'm glad he's back. He's not 100%, but let's hope he gets there pretty soon. The Brewers against the Nationals. The Brewers got Freddie Peralta. He is 6-8 on the season with a 4.46 ERA. And the Nationals got All-Star Josiah Gray with a 7-8 record and a 3.27 ERA. This is going to be a good challenge for him because the Brewers have been streaking lately, and in a good way. The for this game, I got the Nationals winning tonight.
Turn me up, 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 up.
There's been a lot of trash talk for the Nationals this season, including me. I've done a lot of it, but I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt tonight. They got their guy going, so I got them. We got the Orioles going against the Blue Jays. We got Bradish for the Orioles. He is 6-6 with a 3.29 ERA, and Hyun-Jung Ryu for the Blue Jays makes his season debut. He was hurt, so hopefully he can come back and help these guys out. Because if not, I don't see the Blue Jays doing anything crazy in the postseason or for the wild card at all. We got the Angels going up against the Braves tonight. Patrick Sandoval is 6-7 with a 4.13 ERA. And Spencer Strider, NL Cy Young. Okay. Yep. NL Cy Young hopeful Spencer Strider, 11-3. He has a 3.73 ERA. I got the Braves winning tonight, just because their pitcher's way better than the pitcher that the Angels got going tonight. And with the hitters in the Braves lineup, you can never count them out. I forgot to give a winner on the Blue Jays and Orioles game. I'm going with the Orioles tonight. We got the Twins versus the Cardinals. Got Pablo Lopez for the Twins. He's 5-6 with a 4.13 ERA. And the Cardinals don't have a starter right now. So hopefully they figure it out in the next 2 hours. They'll probably go with an opener. But I'm going to have to go with the Twins in this one. Pablo Lopez has been having an okay year. I just see him continuing to be consistent and being able to pull this one off for the Twins. The Reds against the Cubs. The Reds have Ben Lively. He is 4-6 with a 3.76 ERA. And Justin Steele is going for the Cubs. He's 11-3 with a 2.46 ERA. I like the Reds in this game. The Cubs pitcher, again, the Reds have a lot of right-handers in their lineup, so they have the upper hand on the pitcher today. Damn, you hate to see it. You really hate to see it. Wishing him a speedy recovery, because arm injuries are never fun. I've never had one myself, but I've seen people go through them, and I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. Then we got the White Sox going up against the Rangers. Oh, we got to trade. We got to trade Austin Hedges to the Rangers. For what? Let's look that up right now. Oh. So I see that he's a catcher. Which is alarming because the Rangers have an all-star catcher in Jonah Heim. He's having a really good year. Let's see what this trade is. Trade details are not out yet, but once okay. Yep. Once the details come out, we will definitely have them for you. Let's get back to these predictions. The White Sox against the Rangers. The White Sox have Schultens going. He is 1-3 with a 3.32 ERA, and the Rangers have Andrew Heaney. He is 7-6 with a 4.62 ERA. Like the Rangers, White Sox have been sellers this deadline, well, prior to the deadline. So I don't see them making any noise. Yep, 28 minutes. 28 more minutes for the Yankees and potentially the Red Sox to do something. You know, the Red Sox, I believe, can use some starting pitching. And there's still Dylan Cease out there from the White Sox who are currently in sell mode. So I think he's somebody that if you're looking for starting pitching, you should definitely go get him because he's a good pitcher. And then we've got the Guardians and the Astros. I'm going the Astros. We got Williams going for the Guardians. He's 1-2 with a 3.35 ERA. And Framber Valdez is going for the Astros. He is 8-7 with a 3.29 ERA. We got the Mets going up against the Royals. The Mets have Jose Quintana pitching tonight, and the Royals have Zach Greinke. Wow, this is a matchup of just veterans. Quintana is 0-2 since coming back off of his arm injury, and Zach Greinke is 1-11. You thought it was bad at 4-11, Dave. This man is 1-11 with a 5.49 ERA. I'm gonna have to go with the Mets tonight to get the win. We've got the Padres going against the Rockies. With Avila making his season debut for the Padres. And the Rockies have Lambert going. He's 2-1 with a 4.76 ERA. I'm going to have to go with the Padres tonight. I don't really know much about their pitcher, but their offense, I feel like they need to pick it up, and I feel like this is when they do it, because they have been in all talks of, oh yeah, we have to do this, we have to do that, and I feel like they just need to play the game. I feel like they're just like the Yankees. They're playing tight, which never results into success in baseball. Um, and I just feel like they're gonna start playing loose because they're 5.5, maybe 6 games back in the for position of the wild card for the final spot. Um, and nobody really thinks they're gonna get it. So what better time to just start winning? We got the Red Sox going against the Mariners. The Red Sox have Brian Bayo going. He's 7-6 with a 3.56 ERA. No, 3.66 ERA. Sorry about that. And the Mariners have Brad Miller. He's 7-3 with a 3.96 ERA. You know who I'm going with? Let's go Mariners. They won last night, so I think they win again. I think the Red Sox. It's just a Yankee in me, but they're not good. And yeah, they're above the Yankees in the standings. I know, but to me, the Red Sox will always be bad. Then we got the Diamondbacks going against the Giants. Zach Gallen is going for the Diamondbacks. He's 11-5 with a 3.36 ERA, and Alex Cobb is 6-3 with a 2.97 ERA for the Giants. I'm gonna have to go with the Diamondbacks in this game. I like Gallen better than I like Cobb, so I'm gonna just go with that. And then the Athletics, they have Ken Waldichuk throwing tonight. And Lance Lynn is making his Dodger debut. He's 6-9 with a 6.47 ERA. Wow, that is bad. I see the Dodgers winning just because it's the Athletics, and the Athletics are not good at all. So that's that. Let's get back to these Yankees, man. I believe they should move on from. It hurts because I've been saying it, and he's been one of the consistent guys this year. Gleyber Torres. I feel like we can get some pitching help and some and another bat for him, potentially. I know they were in talks with the Marlins for him. If we can get like a Yuri Perez, and like, I wouldn't say Soler, but maybe one of their corner guys, that would be good. That would be a good return for Gleyber right now. I just really need these guys to pick it up, man, because I made a bet with somebody in the chat, and I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose the bet. So, Yankees, please, 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 pick it up.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Exactly. Got some players that I think are going to get traded in the next 20 minutes. Jack Flaherty from the St. Louis Cardinals. He's having an all right season right now. I'll pull up his stats as we speak, but I think he's a free agent at the end of the season. Yeah, they need me to manage. I can't. I ain't playing. I ain't playing. Not with this in my arm, you know. So I can't do nothing much right now to help them out on the field. I can be the brains behind the operation, but I can't do much on the field right now. Jack Flaherty is 27 years old. He makes $3.9 million a year. I feel like he just needs to change of scenery. So far, in this season, he is 7-6 with a 4.43 ERA. He started 20 games. He's pitched 109 innings with 106 strikeouts with a WHIP of 1.550. WHIP, for you guys that don't know, is walks and hits per innings pitched. So that means that he's giving up 1.5 walks or hits. They need to do something. They need to do something, man, because they need a left fielder. And I guess Cashman is just going to sit back and hope that something falls on his lap, because he's not going out there and doing anything. Another pitcher that I see getting moved is Dylan Cease from the White Sox. I'll give you his numbers so far in the season. He is 4-4 with a 4.15 ERA, 22 games started, and 119 innings pitched, and with 143 strikeouts with a WHIP of 1.341. I feel like he also needs to change the scenery right now. So pitchers looking to get out of their position that they're in now. Those are the two guys that I see moving in the next 17 minutes. Yeah, guys, if you guys are not a member, make sure you guys click the link in the description to become a member. We have 3 tiers. There's the Pro, All-Star, and Superstar level. Every level gives you different perks. So click the link in the description and become a member. You can be able to get on the show. So you can be in the chats to be part of these crazy conversations. These conversations in the chats get me through my day. Last week, if you guys didn't know, I was in the hospital, and man, those chats gave me life. I was laughing like crazy, and just the discussions that are had in those chats. I feel like it's a little family, you know. Refuse to Lose, it's a family. It's a sports network, but also a family. Those guys, man, they're cool, just straight cool, man. Nothing bad to say about any of the guys in the chat. Just for the teams they root for, that's all. And but yeah, make sure you guys become a member. Make sure you guys are liking this video on all 3 platforms: Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Make sure you guys are sharing it so your buddies can see this video and possibly other videos in this network. Another player that I see getting traded in the next 15 minutes now, Salvador Perez from the Royals. And I hope the Yankees go get him because the Yankees need some offensive production from the catching position. Higashioka.
Get some help.
Higashioka he's not it. And they brought up Ben. His last name is tough. Rovervelt or something like that. He's had some success at the plate, but not what we want. Let's see. So, how do you guys feel about? I know we talked about it earlier, but how do you guys feel about Rodriguez just declining that trade to the Dodgers? Let me know in the comments section. What do we think? Do we think he should have been okay with going to the Dodgers so that he can contend for something, or do you think he made the right move by staying in Detroit? We can go winners for the trade deadline. Yeah, Ty. I think so too. The Rangers went out and made some good moves. Yeah, Dave. Definitely think you should have. The Rangers went out and they picked up Jordan Montgomery, Chris Stratton, and Max Scherzer to help out their rotation. I really don't know. Tomo. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Let me look at his contract because I know he signed for a pretty good deal in free agency a couple years back. He signed for 5 years, $77 million. So he's making 15.4 a year. Whoa. Wow. Wow. The Diamondbacks went out and got Tommy Pham. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That kid can hit, man. He's not a kid, but he can hit. And he plays left field above average. He's an above average left fielder in my eyes, I believe. Damn. That's another guy, man. Yankees need an outfielder, and he just signed. Dodgers talking to. Oh. Damn. Yeah, Paxton. He's been playing well this year. Let me give you his numbers. .34, nicknamed the Big Maple. Started his career in Seattle. He is 6-2 with a 3.34 ERA, 13 games started this season, 70 innings pitched, and 80 strikeouts. But, like, after, who would they give up for him? Dave, who are you looking to get? Traded to the... Okay. He was on the White Sox, right? Oh no, he's getting traded to the White Sox. I believe he was on the Padres, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder what they gave up for him. Oh my goodness.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Wow. I said he needed to change the scenery. Did I want him to come to the AL East? No. Not if he wasn't wearing the pinstripes. Damn. Can somebody... You want Mookie? Mookie for Paxton straight up. Oh, man. Okay. They ain't giving up Mookie, I'll tell you that. We got 8 minutes. 8 minutes left till the deadline. And Luis Patino was on the Rays. So I wonder what they got for him in exchange for... I got you right now. "23-year-old righty has a 5.23 ERA. Sheesh. That's high. He has a 6.75 ERA this year at AAA while working as a starter and a reliever. Wow. Wow. The White Sox sent over cash for him. That's a good trade for the Orioles, man. I said they needed starting pitching. They get a veteran guy. Oh, okay. All right. Cats are trying to get some TV time again. Wow, man. Damn. So the Yankees just aren't going to do anything, I guess. It's ridiculous. They're just giving up on the season, hoping that what we got now can get us to the promised land. 3.5 games back of the wild card right now. We fell behind the Angels last night after the loss. The Red Sox are 2.5 games back. The Angels are 3. The Mariners are tied with the Yankees at 3.5, and the Cleveland Guardians are 6 games back of the wild card. The 3 teams that hold the wild card positions right now in the AL are the Tampa Bay Rays, the Houston Astros, and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Orioles lead their division, the Rangers lead the division, and the Twins lead the division. The Orioles have the best record in in the AL right now. Who would have thought? I'll tell you who. Jerry. That's about it. I didn't believe in him. Four minutes, Cashman. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Please. Man. All these teams that are selling, and we haven't done one thing. Yeah, the Orioles are a good story. They had 100 losses 2 years ago, so good for them, I guess. And Jack Flaherty is only going to help them out going down the stretch. I really like Tommy Pham going to the Diamondbacks, though. I feel like that'll help them out, give them a veteran presence in that outfield. Be able to give Corbin Carroll somebody to learn from. And if you got any fantasy problems, Tommy Pham's the guy to deal with them. If you guys don't know, he was in a league with some other guys in the MLB. Jock Peterson was running his mouth, saying something about his team or something like that. And when the Mets played, no, it was when he was on the Reds a couple of seasons ago. When they played the Giants, Tommy Pham ran up to him and just smacked him right before the game. So if there's anybody that has any fantasy issues, contact Tommy Pham, because he knows how to deal with them. 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm just waiting for the Yankees to pop up across it. Hey, the Yankees get Kenyon Middleton. He's 2-2 on the season with a 3.96 ERA, 47 Ks, and 2 saves on the season. It doesn't help our left field. Can you go get an offensive piece, please? We have one of the top bullpens in the MLB. Why is that the only move that we're making? Okay. It's the last minute. Should I give him a sneak peek of the chats? 40 seconds. We should be strengthening a weakness. It's been a weakness since last season in the playoffs. I'm sick of watching blue pits drop right in front of the left fielder.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, Dave. That is crazy to me. I don't believe that. You know what? The trade deadline is here. I hope you guys are happy with the moves that your team's made. I'm not happy with the one move that my team made. That's all I got for you guys today. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.